To stop you, Lord Drax Satan. I've defeated all your lackeys, and now it is time to avenge my father's brother's cousin's death.
I have been waiting for you.
I mean, seriously, I've already played 2 games of Civilization.
Stop with your nefarious mind tricks. It's time for you to taste the steel of justice.
Hold on a second, buddy, old pal. Take a look at this. Wait, what? The mechanic of this boss fight is that I get to use all your weapons. By the way, see your health bar? It's mine too! So many games seem to have that one boss fight that throws a curveball of a mechanic at the player. Sometimes they can be pretty entertaining, but other times they're just really
Wait! Stop this video right now!
Hey, easy there, buddy. What's the matter?
Spoilers, man! I haven't seen the new Star Wars yet!
This video doesn't even acknowledge—
Just put the spoiler warning, man. You never know.
Well, anyways, we've concocted a list of a few boss fights with peculiar twists or mechanics.
Since we're gonna talk about Battletoads here, we might as well include the only boss people are going to see.
Wait a second, what's going on here? I am the first boss? Jeez, this game's so hard you're supposed to beat yourself!
No, the game doesn't get that ridiculous until the Turbo Tunnel. This fight just happens to be from the boss's point of view.
This is the Boss Walker, a fully immersive simulation of being trashed by a muscular humanoid toad.
How does that make you feel, Mr. Walker?
Well, I'm glad that us bosses finally get to voice our opinion. This seems to be the best time to bring up the controversy of—
Nobody cares, bro. Battletoads win again. We're up to the Turbo Tunnel.
We are the Ghost Squad. What's our mission? Shoot everything! And rescue the president.
We have to take out Simone. He has the president.
Pull out the shotguns, bazookas, and— Wait, where did all our weapons go?
We only get 1 pistol shot to take him out.
Why? We didn't even bring a pistol!
Contrary to the entire game where you have unlimited ammo for any weapon, this fight with Simone only allows you to use a single bullet, and it must be a headshot.
Well, I guess that's understandable. It is a hostage situation, considering that he has a president.
Don't you know how to aim?
Wait, why didn't we attack him during his speech?
Because we only get 1 shot, man. It's cooler that way.
We just lost the President of the United States because you wanted a more intense situation?
Well, you could always just put in another quarter. You see? The money is mightier than the sword.
So, Kirby.
We might need to give Kirby a rest.
Anyways, Kirby, everyone's favorite RPG, right?
Well, take the computer virus into account, and you have one of the most interactive turn-based RPGs I've ever seen.
Like a traditional RPG, you take turns dealing damage between you and the enemy, but you still have full control over Kirby regardless of whose turn it is. So it's technically not a turn-based RPG.
It even displays the amount of damage being dealt, and there's a cute level up at the end of the fight that really has no significance but to trick little 10-year-old me.
You know why I really like this? Because it's the only JRPG I've ever finished. Dragon Quest could take well over 50 hours, but I could beat this in like 50 seconds.
50 seconds, eh? Hey there, COD One-Shotters, this is Sniper Killer 72 doing a JRPG speedrun of Kirby Superstar. Critical hit, good RNG. Save some frames there. I call this the Super Sniper Kirby strat. Wait, courage only went up by 2? Hey COD One-Shotters, this is Sniper Killer 72, attempt number 2 at world record pace.
Imagine Mega Man didn't have his Buster, Simon Belmont didn't have his whip, or Link didn't have his sword. Wait, they did that?
Yup, Ganon from Ocarina of Time just bats the Master Sword right out of Link's hand. I'm surprised nobody else has tried to do that, except Bubbles. Way to carry the team, buddy.
The sword is Link's definitive weapon in every Zelda game, the one item the player can almost always rely on.
Due to losing the sword, the player needs to prove his or her resourcefulness by utilizing Link's other items to defeat this porky powerhouse.
Unless you have the Goron sword, in which case you practically beat the game already. Wow.
You know, Zeus may zap you, and Poseidon might throw your boat around a little bit, but what could be more embarrassing than being turned into a deer so you can prance around until you're a pincushion?
In Apotheon, Artemis proves that gods are the most dangerous game when she chases your stupid stag self around with arrows.
And considering you're a deer, it's going to be mildly difficult to defend yourself against the goddess of the hunt.
Luckily, you can touch a few of Artemis's pillars and turn the tables, turning Artemis into the prey so you can go on a wild goose deer chase. It's probably best to use archery on such an agile creature.
Just heave anything pointy at it! Greek grenade! Lisa the Painful is an adorable little RPG full of wrestlers, drug abuse, and flaming orphans.
Fun for the whole mentally disturbed population.
This game does utilize traditional RPG tropes though. Party of 4, turn-based, and a basic health system. Of course, when a character's health depletes, they're knocked out.
Well, except when you fight Satan.
This fat fella ain't named after Lucifer for nothing. He has the ability to kill, not defeat, kill your characters. That's it. Permadeath.
It's not even due to health depletion either. He could simply axe off someone with a single move.
This is especially frustrating if you've gone through the game trying to keep your allies alive through nerve-wracking decisions.
Oh, you cut off your arm to save Phil?
Satan doesn't care. Phil's going to hell with your arm.
But do not be discouraged. All the hardship will be worth it the moment you defeat— Wait, he's an optional boss? We didn't have to do this?
So we killed a mildly obese trucker at the cost of our closest companions. For nothing?
Experience?
So a lot of people know the Super Mario World Bowser fight. Well, Kaizo Mario throws a bit of a twist, making him absolutely invisible.
Granted, Kaizo Mario's a ROM hack that's meant to be stupidly hard anyway. Is there some sort of AAA title that does the same kind of fight?
Well, jeez. I get the crap beat out of me against visible Dark Souls enemies. Now I gotta fight Casper the Kaizo Ghost?
Well, it's not exactly as ludicrous as Kaizo Mario. If you have a keen enough sight, and you have more common sense than an amoeba, you can notice the crossbeat Priscilla's footprints on the ground.
You should've cleaned up the place before you took us on, Ghosty McGee.
We already talked about Fire Emblem in another video. Great game, outrageous storage, moving on.
You know what you're supposed to do with a boss? You fight it. You don't fight this guy, though.
For a pirate, Fargus is nicer than a freaking Disney character. Instead of fighting him, all you have to do is talk to him, and he claims you bested him.
However, he has an entire brigade of units guarding him. On a single passageway.
You could easily sneak past his crew and get to him with little to no bloodshed. But screw that.
They're all gonna die.
Alright, a little more experience never hurt. Now you just gotta go talk.
Fargus is dead meat too.
Considering Fargus is a level 18 berserker, out of 20 levels might I add, he could kill you 5 times before you even hit the ground.
That's okay. RNG is on my side.
Well, congrats on killing Fargus. You lose!
Beating the boss means I lose? What if this logic was applied to other games? Monsters could be pretty big. Fortunately, you've got a massive murder weapon that's twice your size and stained with the blood of 10,000 Great Jaggy.
Well, what if they get this big?
Well, you get a boat. A sand boat. A sand boat with a crap ton of ballistas, cannons, and a big ol' spear.
Did your 8-year-old brother write this?
Usually in Monster Hunter, you need to rely solely on your weapons and buddies. But when the Darn Morin turns the desert into the Atlantic Ocean, you could utilize a whole slew of heavy artillery without lifting your own weapon once!
This adds more depth to a considerably complex combat system, especially in the final phase of the fight. Do you go all in with your weapons? Do you keep it at bay with the last remaining cannonballs? When should the hunting gong be sounded to stall the beast?
On top of all that, this fight isn't just a matter of self-preservation. You need to protect both yourself and the ship from this Egyptian whale lord.
Mega evolutions have gone too far this time.
Remember in the Batman and Robin movie when Mr. Freeze was played by Arnold Schwarzenegger?
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Well, Rocksteady must have learned from this, subtle performance, because her battle with Mr. Freeze is the complete opposite.
In contrast with Arnold typically being extremely blatant in the action, this fight with Freeze requires a stealthier approach, and he's awfully keen.
I see you are attempting to use my weapons against me. Do you really think I will allow that?
Not only that, but Mr. Freeze will learn from your tactics, and he won't fall for the same tricks twice, forcing the player to utilize different tools and parts of the environment to deceive Freeze.
In a game full of big old brawls and scaring the crap out of brainless thugs, this conflict with the intellectual Freeze is an interesting change of pace and rather intimidating as a whole. There is no way to defeat him head-on, and even then he is considerably more difficult to surprise in comparison to anyone else in the game.
Sure, stealth isn't exactly a revolutionary mechanic, but the way it's specifically applied to this fight almost perfects the mechanic in a way not even something like Metal Gear could fully manifest.
You know what the best part is? Once you get the drop on Mr. Freeze, you get to beat him back to the Ice Age.
He's too dangerous.
Ooh, that's good.
Cool party.
Sorry, Arnie. I think you'd fit better as a giant mutant Joker in Arkham Asylum.
Thank you so much for watching our mediocre little top 10 on a concept that may or may not have been done a million times before.
Any notable bosses we missed? Go ahead and tell us. Be on the lookout for more HARICU's tops.